Hello everybody, my name is Aaron, AaronPullin'Teeth, and welcome back to the WWE Smackdown vs. Raw 2008 24/7 mode with old HB Shizzle over here. And if you've missed the last couple of episodes, you have missed a painful roller coaster we are in the middle of. To bring you all up to speed, Stephanie McMahon taking a weird bit of a shine to old HBK. And her way of showing that affection was to essentially refuse to leave us alone even when we said, please leave us alone. She then decided to try and... Well, she slapped her ass in the middle of the ring after we had a win. Then she decided to try and propose marriage to us, even after we said we want nothing to do with her. And Vince McMahon, over this whole period, has been in our ear going, leave my daughter the hell alone. And I've been going, I am trying. But we essentially said no to her, that we do not want to marry her. She still went ahead and set up a wedding on the ramp, on the show, on a Raw, which we obviously didn't show up to because we'd already said no. So now I'm terrified. Now I am terrified that we are going to have our arse handed to us. We're leading into Unforgiven, which I believe is our pay-per-view. I assume we're facing Ric Flair. That's what this has all kind of been building to, us facing Flair. Because he seems to have been the one that's been hovering around this whole time. And giving us mixed messages about whether we should or shouldn't have gone with Stephanie, despite the fact that I already made that decision. Oh, what?
You broke my little girl's heart. Now, I'm going to break you. There's a pay-per-view this Sunday in case you've forgotten, and you're going to put your championship on the line. You'll pay for this! By God, you'll pay for this!
You told me to. You said don't. Why am I trying to bring logic to a Vince thing? Vince doesn't do logic.
What did I tell you about getting involved with Stephanie, huh? Now you've got no one to blame but yourself when I end your championship reign and your career this Sunday at Unforgiven. Woo!
I will bury you alive. No. So am I facing Ric Flair in a buried alive match? Why would I face Ric Flair in a buried alive match? He is not a buried alive guy. Cena versus... Oh, in Hell in a Cell. Okay. Single. Buried alive. There's only 4 matches. Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair buried alive seems very bizarre. But apparently that's what we're doing. We are here to bury the Nature Boy. Yeah, I think we can do it. Fairly certain we can beat Ric Flair in Buried Alive. Though, have either of these guys had Buried Alive matches? I know Shawn's had casket matches, because he broke his back in the casket match. Thanks, Taker. Oh, why is the music going? We turned music off, game. We turned it off for a reason. Why you randomly play it there so I have to skip it for copyright? Damn you, game. This one, the few cutscenes look like it's going to work. Oh boy. Where's my title? Oh, Shane! Who's floating? Does it say another ambush? It's saying another ambush. We are floating. We are floating in the air. And there's Umaga. It says another ambush by damn Shane. And we haven't had any ambushes by Shane. Oh, we've now been busted open by... We are floating and we've been hit in the head. What is happening? Why were we levitating? Why was I levitating? Why was Shane McMahon levitating? And where did Shane McMahon come from? Why was Umaga here? Where's Ric Flair? What is going on? I have more questions than I have answers. I'm so very, very confused. I apparently mastered the art of levitation. So did Shane McMahon and Umaga at some point. So did that chair. Magical mystery chairs. What is happening? Alright, apparently I'm not bleeding anymore, and Flair's there. We've been pushed apart by an invisible referee. I missed. Oh, I do have an injury. A slight injury. Arm drag.
I can't believe he countered that one.
Okay, I need to remember the controls again for this game. It's the problem where I've got like 4, 5, 6 different wrestling games on the go at once.
Does he really think he's still breaking hearts?
All of them with slightly different controls. The closest that are close to same controls are whatchamajiggy call it, Smackdown 2, and shut your mouth. I'm sorry, I'm concentrating. I'm trying to hit Flair. Taking a page out of Triple H's book. Bang, 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 bang.
The Nature Boy doesn't let anything stand in his way, including the rules.
This is where we have to beat the hell out of Ric Flair for a while. Make Ric Flair bleed, because naturally, why wouldn't we make Ric Flair bleed? It's Ric Flair. You sneeze on him and he blades. I'm surprised he hasn't been busted open already. That'd be a really interesting feature, like playing as Ric Flair in like a First Blood match gives you an automatic disadvantage because he just bleeds at the sight of everything.
Good grief! I don't care how tough you are. A chair shot.
This is working out wonderfully for me, I'm not gonna lie.
And you can't take too many of those and expect to continue.
This is just CTE Central.
Oh my!
Multiple chair shots to the face.
Wide open. This can't be good. You're right. It's not good.
And another.
Great. They're not holding anything back. We knew these superstars weren't going to be easy on each other, but this is too much.
Yep, Flair is now bleeding heavily. Look at it. This is what we came here for, Rick.
Oh man!
We knew this would be a thing.
Shot, JR? I'd be surprised if there was a single person in this arena who didn't, King. Oh.
Nice. Come with me.
I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each
shovel.
other tonight. That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite
Look at the size of that shovel, my god. The head on that shovel is bigger than, like, Shawn's torso.
They've never set foot inside that ring. No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on.
Who's, like, owns that shovel? Oh god, there I go. I'm back. Missed. When did I get a spear? And boom! I remembered. With ease. Flair did nothing. I remembered that you could do that. I had this weird memory. I was like, I'm sure that Shawn's one of the people who's got a weird buried alive finisher.
Has been decided. Not to mention the fate of a certain unlucky superstar. This is the kind of match that sends a chill straight up your spine. It's a reminder that nothing lasts forever and only the strong survive. And regardless of how you feel about the outcome, that was certainly true tonight. He did
Why the lightning?
And he's walking out of here with the championship.
Still confused as to why we ended up in Buried Alive and what Ric Flair did to deserve this. He's not really done an awful lot in this storyline, to be honest. He appeared at the start of it, and then that was it. Very bizarre that he got roped into this and ended up being the one who took the Buried Alive spot. After a super kick and fell back into the coffin, face first. So what else happened? Mickey beat Candice, Cena beat Orton, Nitro beat Shad. Just kidding?
I I've got a confession, champ. That whole wedding thing, it was something we cooked up to spark interest in the pay-per-view. I should feel bad, but it completely worked. And what's good for the business is good for everyone, right? No hard feelings?
Really? Really? What is this? I am so confused. I am so very, very confused. Champ digs himself out of a deep ditch. Shawn Michaels was able to keep his focus on business at hand. On the business at hand. I don't know what grammatically correct phrase would be used there. And defeated Ric Flair in the featured Buried Alive match at Unforgiven to keep his title. The WWE champion has had no shortage of mental stress. As if facing Flair in such a dangerous match wasn't enough, Shawn Michaels was distracted by the romantic advances of Stephanie McMahon and the disapproval of WWE Chairman Mr. McMahon. But when it was time to step up to the plate, Shawn Michaels came through big time. That's what true champions do, says Shawn Michaels. All the other nonsense just melts away when you get in front of that capacity crowd and compete. I'm sure Flair would have loved for me to be frazzled, but that's not what I'm about. I'm a winner. No mention of Shane then, who's made one random cameo out of nowhere and done nothing else. But either way, we are going to leave the episode there, everybody. So thank you everybody so much for joining me in this one. It's been a genuine pleasure as per usual. Like, comment, subscribe, you know the drill, all the fun stuff. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.